Hello friends, welcome again back to another beautiful tutorial. How are you all doing, guys? Hope you're all good today, guys. Today I want to show you how to make this very beautiful and stylish bubu top. Okay, yes guys, you can see how beautiful this outfit is. I loved it. Like, this is so beautiful. Now this is what we call a guinea material, and if you know a guinea material, it can be so dull, but with this embroidery front design, the slit, and of course this back view, very stylish. Like, it brought out the beauty of this outfit. Now it went along with a pencil skirt underneath with a back slit. Okay, but we are focusing on this top part of the tutorial, and trust me guys, it's a very easy one, and of course, I will take you through it also. Without wasting much time, let's get to the drawing table. Now this is the fabric, right? Yeah, this is what we have here, and of course we have my working tools alongside. So what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and lay it flat on the table so that we'll start drafting. Now what I did here was to fold my fabric along the yardage. Okay, along the yardage, you can see it's already folded into two along the yardage. So I'm just going to determine my desired length. This totally depends on you. Now to bring out the beauty of this tie, I had to work with a 3/4 length, okay, of this top. Like I said, it went along with a pencil skirt. Now the length is going to be 44. I added extra 2 inches because of the hemming and joining at the shoulder. That made it 46. So you can see I just marked my 46th, and I needed to notch it so that I can fold it again, okay, because it's going to be what, in four folds. That's one for the front and one for the back. So you can see, so having my desired length now, I went ahead to cut it out. So this is what we are working with. You can see this now. Now what I'm going to do now is to indicate what I'm working with a neck 3 by 8 inches. Now that's in order to mark my slope. I just indicated 3 inches there. Then the next I indicated the shoulder width, which is 16 divided by 2. That is 8 inches there. Now from that shoulder width, I now indicated the length of the sleeve. Now I wanted the length of the sleeve to be at 11 inches there, and so I marked that down. No, so after the 11 inches mark, I needed to add extra hemming allowance for the sleeve edge there. Okay, yes, so I felt like about 2 inches was enough, so I went ahead to mark that down. So of course the remaining one was going to be an excess, which is going to what, trimmed out, so I went ahead. You can see I'm just taking it all the way down, then I trimmed off the excesses there. Okay, yes, so that's just what we have there. So you can see we have it now to our desired width and of course the desired length. Now at that edge there, I went down by 1.5 inches, which indicated what, my slope. Then I came down to that point where I already marked my 3 inches from the unfold there. Then I'll connect it now, and that will be what, my slope. You can see that now. So the next thing I wanted to do was to indicate what, the sleeve opening. So I worked with a sleeve opening of 11. I added 1 inches extra because of the joining at the shoulder and at the side there, so that made it 12 inches. So there I extended the line, and that became what, my chest line. Now from the top, I had to indicate the waistline at 17 inches. You can see me placing my tape at the top. I marked 17 inches for the waistline there. I marked a straight line there. Then the next vertical line was going to what, be my hip line that I marked at 24 inches from the top. You can see I also extended the straight line there. You can see that's my hip line there. And of course, the full length of our top. Okay, yeah, so this is it guys, we have it already. Now the next thing I wanted to do now is to start what, imputing what, my horizontal measurement. So I used one measurement for all, and I used the biggest measurement for this person. It was the hip. The hip was actually 38 divided by 4, 9.5, and I added extra 4 inches. Yes, it's a bubu top, so I added extra 4 inches. You can see me taking it all the way to the end of the top there. You can see this. So one measurement for all, that makes it even more easy, right? Yes, so after that I added extra 1 inches. Now that's going to be what, for the seam allowance there. So you can see me extending that extra 1 inches all the way from the chest line down to the end of the top there. You can see that now. Now at that armhole line, I just created a curve there, more like my armhole curve right there. You can see that, and we're done guys. That's it for this one. Now I wanted to create a pocket. Okay, I wanted to do a cut together pocket. So from my hip line there, I went down by 1.5 inches. Okay, then I took it from my waistline, created a curve, out curve, and ran it through that 1.5 inches below the hip line. So you just make sure that you have about 7 to 8 inches away. So that represents the depth of the pocket. Okay, yes, so you can see me making my curve all the way to that 1.5 inches below the hip line, and that is what our pocket is right there. Guys, we're done with the side drafting. If you're going to cut, you just follow through my demonstration here, and that will be it, guys. You can see this now. So the next thing now I'm going to do is to fix in my neck width. I use the neck width of 3.5. I use 3.5 here. Then I used a neck depth of what? 3.5 as well. Okay, neck width of 3.5 and neck depth of what? 3.5. Okay, and this neck depth and width, it represents, this one is for what? The front. Okay, the back is going to have an opening. So yeah, so this one is just for the front. So the next thing I had to mark here was what? The opening for the back. Okay, remember we are having our back and front together here. So later we're going to separate it. Now at the lowest part of this top, I went in by about 1 inch there. Okay, so that point I'm going to extend it all the way towards what? The width of the neckline. 1 inch inward towards the width. So although later on I later went up, because this is supposed to be slitted down to the end of the top, but I later moved up later on. Of course, as we go along, you see my adjustment. Okay, so at this point I went ahead what? To cut out the neckline. You can see cutting through the shoulder and also the sides. Guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Remember to on your notification bell. Don't forget to like, share with your friends, share with your sewing communities. I will really appreciate this. Okay, please, like I used to say, don't just watch and go. Like and share with your friends. Okay, thank you so much. Now what I did next, now I just had to indicate where I'm going to be making my fold on that sleeve. I just had to notch it there. Okay, so that it will be easy for me to locate it when I want to make my fold for that sleeve edge there. Okay, yeah, that's it there. So now I'm going to separate it front from the back, so you can see what we have here now. So now for this back side, what I'm going to do first before even making my slit is to go ahead and hem the lowest part of this one. Yes, I had to do this one first. Unlike every other style, I had to go ahead and hem the lowest part. And when I was done, this was what I have. You can see I have it in place. I hemmed both for the front and the back piece. Now that I've hemmed the end of the top there, then I can go ahead and make my slit. So like I said, I made my adjustment. So from the top I had to mark about 35 inches. You can see I marked 35 inches. So that point now I moved in by 0.5 inches inwards instead of 1 inches, and what? Reconnected it backward to my neck width. You can see the adjustments here. So like I said, initially I wanted to slit it all the way to the end, but I changed my mind and I had to move up. You can see where I am now stopping at. Okay, so just follow it through and all the way you cut through what the neck with. So this is how the back neckline, the neck is going to be. This is the back view rather. This is how it's going to be. You can see this. So afterwards, of course, we're going to be creating the straps that we're going to be fixing here. Now for my strap, I just used a piece of fabric. This is about 1 inch. Okay, just go ahead and make a strap. Just fold it on both sides and bring it together again. You can see, and you have a long strap. So I'll be having a lot of this. I'll be having a lot of this. Okay, this is what we're going to use to create that back view. So but I'll be doing this much later. All right, now for the front, I went ahead from the top there. I indicated about 24 inches from the top there. Okay, I just marked it down. So I'm going to slit open from that point to the end of the top. You can see what I'm doing. So that's how we achieve that slit at the front there. So you can see now when you open it up, this is the front view. Oh my god, so you can see how dull this fabric is looking right now, right? So of course we're going to do the embroidery design on the neck, on the center of the front, and also I'm going to seal up the slit edges there with the embroidery. I'll do the same thing for the slit or at the back as well. So I'll finish this up, then you come back to see the next step. And here it is, guys. At this point, you can see how beautiful this is looking now, right? No more dullness here. You can see the neckline. You can see this beautiful embroidery piece. Yes, so I've gone ahead to seal up the slit at the front. You can see how this is looking right now. You can see so beautiful already. And of course, I had to also close up the shoulder width so that I can fold the sleeve edge, because I also did some embroidery at the edge of the sleeve there, but I didn't close the shoulder totally. I had to use my pin to just finish up. Then this is the back. You can see the opening at the back. I also had to seal up the back edges there with the embroidery as well. Now it is time to fix our strap. You can see I have a lot of this now, so we're going to be attaching our straps. But the easy way to achieve this now, I'm going to be showing you. Now remember what we cut out from the back. You can see this is the pieces that we cut out from the back, right, when we were drafting. So that's what I'm going to be working with now. Setting this aside for the moment, I'm going to take that piece. I'll bring my pattern paper here. Now I'm going to be placing this back piece right there. Okay, you can see of course my paper wasn't long enough, so I had to do some joining. I used my paper tape to just join it so I can get the length that will fit in my fabric here. You can see I have it done. So when I placed it, I just had to put it in place. I used my pin to firmly hold it down. Now, once I do that now, the next thing I did was to start adding 0.5 inches all the way, just like you see me doing with my marker, just 0.5 inches on the sides and also on the lowest part that you can see. And that's just it. That's the only thing we're doing here. Then I'll go ahead now and cut everything out. You can see just cutting it all through. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, share, and of course hit the subscribe button, guys. I'll appreciate this a lot. Thank you so much. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is to start putting in my markings where I'll be sewing in my strap, because we're going to be sewing on this paper. Okay, now from the neckline there, you can see I came down by 1 inch there, and I have to mark a straight line there. So once I did that, then I'll go ahead, I'll continue marking my 1 inch all the way to the end of this my pattern here. You can see I'm just marking my 1 inches all the way. 1 inches interval. If you want it to be more wider than what you already see on my the thumbnails, you can go ahead and increase it maybe by 1.5 or 2 inches, but 1 inches was fine. I mean, you can see the view, it was fine for me. So of course I just had to stop here, because so that I can demonstrate with. I'm still going to finish up marking to the end. Now once I'm done now, I'll go ahead and use my strap and I'll start sewing. I started sewing on the neckline first, then I went ahead to start sewing on the straight line. This is just what the exercise I'm going to do. Just patiently sew all this all the way to the end. Okay, that's what we want to achieve. Then once we're done with that, then we can now go ahead and attach it to the main fabric. So I'll go ahead and finish this up right now. And when I was done, guys, this is what I have. You can see how this is looking now. You can see this. Yes, so we can go ahead now and attach it to the back. Now for my shoulder, like I said, I didn't really join the entire shoulder, so I pin it down. So I have to take off the pin now, because I need that part to be open so that I can attach this. Now, the first part, which is the curvy part of this neckline, depending on you, you can decide to take it off, because I later took off that curvy part. So at the end of the day, the neckline started from the straight strap. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. So now all I needed to do was to top stitch by the side. Now it's very, very easy. Just top stitch, but I'll advise you to top stitch twice. When you run your stitch, you run it again just to make it firm. So after you've done that, you're done, guys. You're done. You're done. The next thing, of course, is to go ahead and start joining. Now, when I was done, you can see how this is looking. I've gone ahead to attach it, looking all beautiful now. So, of course, the next thing after this now is to go ahead and start ripping off the papers. Okay, you can start taking off the paper, but I needed to just finish up everything. Okay, once you're done with this part, the next thing, of course, to do is to now join the sides. Okay, so the paper ripping off will be the last thing I will do. So now at this point, I brought all my fabric together. Just make sure you arrange it properly. So of course, after arranging it, you start sewing the sides. Take it from what the sleeve, through the armhole, through the pocket, down to the end of the dress, and of course repeat the same thing on the other side. And guys, trust me, this outfit what is ready. After that, of course, you can go ahead and take off all the papers. Okay, yes guys, so that's it guys on this one. Thank you guys for joining me and hope you find this helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with friends and your communities. I will appreciate this a lot. See you on the next one. Bye.